Hey, Regicide. In Jack and the Beanstalk, I mentioned Jack stealing from the giant hen that laid golden eggs. Now, this is kind of a callback to Aesop's fable. Aesop is an ancient Greek, hundreds of years, thousands, couple thousand years ago. And he wrote a series of small stories that had a moral. And they were called fables. So, one of Aesop's fables is the story of the goose that laid the golden eggs. So, there was a farmer who had a goose, and the goose laid eggs of pure gold. Just one day started laying goose eggs of pure gold. And so the farmer took the egg and sold it down at the market. Made some good money that way. The next day it laid another golden egg. He sold that one. And so the farmer got used to getting this gold and all of the nice things that the gold could buy him. And so he constantly tried getting the goose to lay more eggs faster. Because, you know, one golden egg a day is nice. 2 golden eggs a day is even better. The farmer was kind of hoping for 10, 20. So he started feeding the goose extra feed and started squeezing it, trying to get the extra eggs out. And so one day he accidentally killed the goose in trying to get an extra egg. And so that led to the saying, killing the goose that laid the golden eggs. It means where you get greedy and try to get too much and aren't content with something that just sits there and gives you good stuff. And by trying to get too much, you end up with nothing, losing the good thing that you have. It goes along with another story, kind of a joke, where there was a farmer who was cheap, stingy, hated spending money, and he had a donkey. And he begrudged the donkey its food. He didn't like paying for food for the donkey. He's like, the donkey should work. And so what he decided to do was he decided to cut back on the food for the donkey. So he gave the donkey a little bit less food each day. Until finally, through beating and cajoling, the donkey was working just as hard without being fed. And a couple of days later, the donkey died of starvation, and the farmer bemoaned, "Just when I had him working without food." So, being thrifty is good. There's nothing wrong with wanting a little bit more. But at the same time, you kind of have to think long term and realize that a golden egg every day is better than 2 golden eggs on one day and then none ever again. So that is the story of the goose that laid the golden eggs and the farmer with, I can't remember what the joke is called, but it's a farmer with a mule that he didn't feed. So terrible, terrible people in these stories. Then again, bad things happen to them, so, you know, maybe that's an okay thing. Bad things happening to bad people. Anyway, Regicide, have a good day.